Hello.
Hi.
Good afternoon. Welcome to our Tuesday talk.
Yes.
So, I'm assuming you know who I am because you're on my friends list. But
Yeah.
in case you don't, because I've been making lots of new friends lately, I'm Jill,
I'm Cara.
and together we are Movement Duets. We are personal trainers. We specialize in training pre- and postnatal women. We are passionate about getting the best information there is out there to women who are trying to conceive, to pregnant mamas, and to mamas themselves. So if you don't know about our company, Movement Duets, please go over to our Facebook page, Movement Duets. You can also go to our website, movementduets.com, and learn more about us there. So, yeah, so we're going to be talking to you about snowflakes.
That's right. Yes, so it is a new month and a new theme for our Fit Mom Foundations group. So this month we are celebrating Fitmas. Full disclosure. Oh, wow.
It's been a long day already.
Full disclosure that we love this time of year. I have a totally special place in my heart for the Christmas season. Jill starts listening to Christmas music in October, which I expect nothing less from a Disney freak.
Or July. Amber's a Disney freak too.
That's right.
She goes all the time.
So, but this time of year is when I fell in love with my husband. It's also the same time of year when we had our little secret ceremony and got married. And so our anniversary is actually, Christmas music all year. Our anniversary is actually just a few days away. So yay, 4 years.
What?
Well, I guess it's 3 years since we've been married.
Wow.
But, yeah, I know.
Jeez. Okay. That's crazy.
But I know that it's not necessarily like this for everyone, but my husband and I in those early years spent a ton of time in the gym together. It was our date time. We met at the gym, we courted at the gym, we had gym dates. And so for me, like the holidays and fitness seemed to just sort of meld. And so that is our theme for the month.
Yeah, and if you don't know our personal stories, we have a pretty parallel love life situation going on. So around the same time that Cara was falling in love with Matt, I was falling in love with Sam. And it all started at the gym. It all started with fitness. And I remember it was actually
That
like...
makes you randy.
I wasn't going to say that, but it's implied, okay? I'm a touch more subtle than this girl. Just a little bit. But, what I was going to say was, I remember it was around the holiday season, and it was, Sam and I were just starting to get to know each other and to talk, and I was, kind of trying to, show him how awesome I was in the gym, working out on my lunch break, and he would happen to be there, and I had these bands set up on a pull-up bar, where I put my feet in, and I was going to do assisted pull-ups. So what ended up happening was the edge of the band slipped off my heel and snapped me right in the crotch. And my leg was hiked way up there, and Sam just looks over and I'm like, I'm fine.
This is how she impresses all the gentlemen. It's just a swift snap to the crotch.
It is one of my secret moves. So yeah, this time of the year makes us really nostalgic. And so our December theme is not only about fitness and working out, but it just has a special place in our hearts because it's also about love.
Okay, I have this giggle that's boiling right here thinking about her snapping herself. I'm gonna get it together. Okay. So today we want to talk about how to honor ourselves as unique beings. So you might have heard that no snowflake is like another, that each one is absolutely unique. And we are like that too. Each one of us is our own unique being. And we like that.
Yeah, our differences can be what makes life interesting, and maybe it's the feminist in us, but we like to celebrate all the ways that we are different, but we're equal.
Yes. So this can sometimes be challenging when following a workout plan. we want to follow the plan, right? It helps us reach our goals. It helps us live a bigger and better life. It keeps us healthy on into old age. But what happens when we wake up one morning and we just don't feel like it?
We have all been there. I know I have. And maybe we've fallen out of the routine, or maybe we just have a lot going on in our lives, and maybe we're just getting started. But here we are. It's Monday morning and we plan on going to the gym, but we don't want to go.
We don't wanna.
We don't wanna. We've all been there. I know we have.
Right. And so people usually fall into two camps with this. There are those that are just gonna go no matter what. If it's written down, she's gonna do it. It's on a piece of
Guilty.
paper. And so they will go to the gym even if they feel like they're on their deathbed, because it is just what they're gonna do. And then there are those who completely shut down at the first sign of physical discomfort. And we see a lot of those in our chiropractic clinic, actually.
Yeah.
That it's like, well, it started to hurt, so I just stopped doing everything. And neither of those are very good.
Right. Both of these extremes can be unhealthy and can cause us to hold on to weight. And when we overexercise and push ourselves too hard, we can wear out our metabolism. If you find that it takes less and less food and more exercise to maintain your weight or to lose weight, this metabolic damage might be happening to you. When you don't move and exercise enough, our body just wears out. Our joints get stiff, our heart and organs don't get the blood flow they need to be healthy, and that slows us down even more.
Right. But it does not have to be this all or nothing thing. That, remember, each of us is unique and we have our own specific circumstances leading to our feelings of, I don't want to. So today we're going to give you a tool that you can use to determine if you should work out when you wake up feeling not so motivated. And in addition to that, what kind of workout will be best for your body.
And this can be super important for you moms and moms-to-be. For your metabolism to be healthy and efficient, you need a delicate balance of hormones. And many of us moms can attest to feeling like your hormones were raging during pregnancy and after. I remember having a total meltdown over spilled coffee. I had a French press full up to the brim. I was gonna make this coffee and have it. And Jack was freaking out or doing whatever he was doing, and I spilled the coffee and I lost it.
She called me.
I was sobbing.
Crying.
Sobbing. This happened 2 times.
Yeah.
Once during pregnancy and once after.
Yes. And actually, I remember crying during pregnancy just because I was so hungry. And so I think that it's like, which we're actually going to be talking about hunger later, so it's kind of interesting. So the tool that we're going to teach you was actually developed by Dr. Jade Teta of Metabolic Effect. If you want to know more about this, please look him up. He's amazing. So he is a trainer that became a naturopath, and he's dedicated his whole life's work to helping people heal their metabolism. And so his strategy is called getting your HEC in check. And HEC stands for HEC.
Hunger, energy, and cravings. So if any of these are out of check, you might need to deviate from your planned workout and choose movement that is easier on your mind, body, and nervous system.
Right. And so you're not doing either of the two extremes that we talked about. You're not just staying in bed completely. Sometimes that can be important, but not usually.
Sometimes I want to.
Right. You almost always, some movement is better than none. But we could talk a little bit more about that later. But it's also not going all out and doing your full workout either. So one of the things that we get asked a lot is how to tell the difference between hunger and cravings. And since both hunger or cravings is in this whole getting your HEC in check, we really want to address this question. So people are like, well, aren't they the same? And they're not. Many of us are chronic dieters. We've talked a lot about this in the past, that most of us have been on at least one diet by the time we're like 12. But many of us have dieted throughout our entire lives. So what happens when we diet like that is we start to sort of wreck our metabolism. But another thing that we do is we start to lose the ability to tell when we're hungry. This is especially common when we have been on diets where we eat 5 or more times a day, because we don't allow our bodies to ever get hungry. So then we lose the ability to get those signals from our body. So it actually changes your hormones. So it can be a harder process to start to learn what hunger is and what cravings are.
So getting a little bit more into the hunger versus cravings. Hunger is usually felt in the body. So your stomach will rumble. You might feel tired or grumpy, or because your blood sugar is crashing. That's literally what's happening. And maybe we even start feeling a little weak or lightheaded. When it comes to cravings, cravings are felt in the soul, so to speak. They're emotional. They're often tied to comfort foods. They might even be linked to certain memories or events.
Right. So another way to sniff out a craving is if you feel hungry right after you've eaten. And this actually happened to me last night. I'd had like a big bowl of stew and should have felt totally satisfied, but I'd also had a really long day at work. And so I ate my dinner, not hungry anymore, but was really, really craving a cupcake. And so clearly I was not hungry for a cupcake. I was craving one because it was like my go-to, this is what I, treat that I need to reward myself from surviving, a Monday. Really.
Somebody's got a case of the Mondays.
Exactly.
So the difference is, if you're hungry, eat. Feed your body when it's asking to be fed. As you start to read your body's signs, you'll probably notice that you'll go through waves of needing more and less food throughout the month, and that's totally normal.
And for you pregnant moms and new moms, one thing to take into consideration is breastfeeding. After we had our babies, there was that period of time of extreme hunger while breastfeeding that we wanted to eat everything that wasn't nailed down.
Yep.
And I got into a little bit of trouble with this because I started to eat more treats during that time too. And then it became harder for me to distinguish between hunger and cravings because they were so blended together. So if I were to do it again, I'd probably have more healthy foods already prepared and in the house. But when you have a newborn in the house, it's a little bit harder to cook big. And so if you know ahead of time, I probably would have done a little bit more preparation.
Yeah, that's what this is all about, is being prepared. So let's get back to our I don't wannas.
Right.
So one of the parts of HEC is energy. E is for energy. So when you hear the word energy, if you're a parent, you probably weep a little bit inside because energy is hard to come by when you're responsible for a little human or multiple little humans. So the thing to know about energy is that it's directly related to the hormones that are involved in hunger and cravings. So when you're low on energy, there's actually some physiological hormonal changes going on that make you actually hungrier or crave more because your hormones are getting out of balance. So for the next week, what we want you to do is to monitor your hunger, your energy, and your cravings. Write them down, and at the end of each day, figure out how you feel. How do you feel in the morning? Are you hungry, or do you mostly feel satisfied? Are you tired, or are you buzzing with energy? Are you craving cookies, cakes, cupcakes, pickles, ice cream? Write it down and monitor these things. See what you find out.
Right, and then you can use this information to make changes. If you're hungry or tired or you're craving junk foods, it's a message. You might need more food, or you might need less exercise. Over time, you might find that you get better results with your workouts when you keep them short. That we found with a lot of our clients that shorter, higher intensity workouts not only work better for moms' busy lives, but they're also a better fat loss strategy. But you also might find that there are times when you need to scrap the workout that you have planned and do what's called a rest-based workout.
A rest-based workout is a movement that doesn't tax you. So when you think of a rest-based workout, think of going for a leisure walk outside, or taking your kids to the pool, or going to an easy yoga class. You can also choose to do some or all of your planned workouts, but rest for as long as you feel you need to in between sets.
Right. And all of this helps us to get to know ourselves. We learn how to monitor our own needs. We start to use our intuition to give ourselves and our bodies exactly what they need, because we are all unique. We're unique snowflakes, right?
We're special little snowflakes, especially designed for our journeys.
Right.
But it's true. I mean, this is why these variable factors in the HEC is unique and ownable to you and you alone. And that's why some workouts work for some people and not for others. That's why some diets work for people and not for others. So getting to know, go ahead.
Yeah, or like what you were doing before you got pregnant might be completely different than what you can do once you are.
Absolutely.
And the same thing with postpartum. What you did, I was really surprised even the second time around that what I could do during pregnancy, I could not do afterwards because my body was completely different. So it's a constant listening to your body, and this is especially important to our pregnant and postpartum moms.
So use the HEC strategy this week. Let us know how it goes. For more information like this, make sure you hit follow so you get notifications for when Cara or myself are live. We're going to be doing our Facebook Lives on these pages. But also share this video, share it with your pregnant friends, tag a pregnant friend in the video or a mama friend in the video. If you're local, we now offer in-person classes every Tuesday at 5 o'clock. So there's one tonight at 5 o'clock. If you want more information about the classes, make sure you contact Cara. She's going to be leading those. Other than that, we want to make sure that you get to know us and get to know what we are very passionate about, which is helping moms and moms-to-be. So head over to Movement Duets, our Facebook page, Movement Duets, or movementduets.com. Make sure that you are in our newsletter list, and we're giving out information like this all the time, because our goal is to give you the information that we wish that we would have had.
Yes. So have an amazing rest of your day. Keep your HEC in check.
Yes.
And we will see you next week.
And give your babies to your husbands for the night. That will get your HEC in check. Bye.